Crimson Desert is huge, and as an amateur gamer, sometimes it can be outright overwhelming. So I decided to put together my list of the 12 things I wish I knew sooner in Crimson Desert. Grab your favorite fur, baby, because we're going to have some fun. Okay, this may seem like a joke, but don't sleep on registering a pet companion. They're not just a novelty that hangs around your camp, and they're not just for taking great selfies. If your inventory has space, they will actually help you pick up loot from corpses. And the best part is, they will do this while you're engaged in combat. Which removes the anxiety of losing out on loot if you have to retreat from battle. You'll earn 5 points of trust from your buddy for every pet, for a total of 25 points per day. Or speed this process up massively by feeding them some meat from your inventory. Raw meat will earn 10 trust, but cooked meat will earn you 20. Once you reach 100 trust, you'll be able to register them as a companion, so make sure to adopt a pet companion as soon as possible. Hang around until the end of the video and I'll hook you up with a bonus tip that will make your companion the beast they were always meant to be. Northwest of Hernond, you'll find Lioncrest Manor. When you try to enter the manor, the guards will throw you right out on your ass.
Turn back, please.
So all you need to do is cut out right here to the right, equip a mask, which allows you to perform various acts of thievery. You can easily find a mask on one of the many bandit hordes scattered across the map. You'll also need to equip this before you can pickpocket NPCs. After you bump into them, you will see a pickpocket prompt appear for a brief moment. With your mask equipped, run around here to the right, scale up the wall, pop open the window, and right inside you'll find a strongbox with a really simple puzzle lock. Line up the segments to open the lock, and inside you'll find an engraved gold earring. Head out the door. On the other side of the desk on the bookshelf, you can pick up Two-Handed Weapons of the World Volume 2. Inspect this, and once you've read it, you can sell it, or better yet, gift it to a blacksmith for a trust boost. Head out the double doors, head across the balcony, and once the guard is out of sight, pick up this key on the table right here. And hope your companion doesn't judge you for your crimes. Head to the door straight ahead and use the key you just grabbed to unlock it. In this room, you'll find a lot of various loot, but the main thing you want to grab from this chest is the Ronid Large Shield, along with a Palmer Pill. Head on down the stairs towards the fireplace, keeping an eye out for the many guards patrolling the grounds. Once you pull out your lantern, you will get the steal prompt, but again, wait until the guards aren't crawling up your ass before you grab the item. Cliff will root around for a couple seconds and pull out a gold bar. Do not sell this to a vendor or you'll take a 310 silver loss, so trade it at the bank for the full 500 silver. Next, head towards the hallway and into the first door on the right. Inside on the left is a treasure chest containing the brass warden's plate gloves. Head back out into the hall, and the last door on the right has a cabinet with a small box containing a key. And then at that point, you can make your way back outside. I recommend using the window you came in instead of wasting the key you just got and getting thrown out on your ass again like I did. Whoops. Anyway, head over to the guest house, which is adjacent to the main house. Run past the guards at the door and head up through the window. Right inside the window, you'll find a jewelry box which has inside an engraved silver earring. Turn around and the cabinet next to the window has another key, which I now needed after wasting mine on the main house. Unlock the door to your left, and inside you'll find a plethora of various items, but the main item you want to grab from inside the chest is the Huando Sword, which in my opinion is one of the best early game items that can easily be picked up at the start of the game with minimal effort. The next few items on our list are way easier to grab. For this one, just head southwest of Hernond, along the river where you will find Cloudmist Cave. Shoot across to the other side of the river, and make your way up to the third tier right of the waterfall. Now, you're going to need to use your stab skill to pierce through the waterfall. Otherwise, you'll take some damage and will not be able to make it through. Stabby stab your way into the cave, and alongside the various loot you will find, there will be a refined Palmer Pill you will want to be sure to grab, and inside the chest, you'll find the Dark Ringleader's gloves. Just remember to stab your way out. Otherwise, you'll get your ass kicked by a waterfall. Directly west of Cloudmist Cave lies Shadowheart Grotto.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Make your way up the river all the way up until you come to this waterfall. You will know you're in the right place when you see this little rock pile. You'll need to repeat the stabby stab to gain entrance, and once inside you'll find yet another chest, this one containing the Dark Ringleader's helm. Kitty Cat approved. Northwest of Lioncrest Manor, high on the hill, you'll find Torchlight Beacon. It is not required to bring a goat. I, for some reason, brought this little dude along. Inside this tent on the left, just lying on this table, is the Helm of Ignition. This item grants you daze immunity and also has the ignite effect. If you don't have room for it or just don't need it, it will fetch you almost 15 silver. So for such an easy grab, it's definitely worth the trip. Inside Hernand Castle, there is this contribution shop. Every faction has one, and they deal in a different type of currency you gain when working towards any faction's best interests. Hernand's contribution shop is located right inside the gate, on the right as you enter from the south. Each shop has unique items, and this currency can only be spent with that faction, so there is no reason not to pick up anything you can. I got this cloak for the fire resistance alone, but keep an eye out for other faction contribution shops, because you might find something really useful. We learn in the tutorial that Blinding Flash can help run some devastating combos. And you've probably used it to move annoying creatures that keep you from placing down your puzzle pieces. But in my opinion, its most effective use is identifying secret items and locations that are out of range of your lantern. Just follow the reflection all the way to its point of origin. It can lead you to Abyss Nexus portals, Abyss artifacts, it can even lead you to Abyss crescents, which usually include some kind of puzzle. And if you're out in the field away from a cookpot or a fire pit, you can use Blinding Flash to cook yourself a quick meal. It will cook veggies, raw meat, even eggs. It will not cook fish or cheese. But maybe dismiss your companion first? Otherwise, they could eat your ingredients before you have a chance to cook them, and you definitely don't want to melt their face off. Blinding Flash can also identify items for pickpocketing on NPCs. Be careful pointing at anything flammable, because you will start a fire. And since I showed the Duskwood challenge for a second there, I figured I should also include the solution. First, clear both mossback crabs off the board. They both drop 2 coral mushrooms and a shineberry. Then grab the white stone by the crescent, place it on the first corner, then come to the other side and grab the white stone on the far edge, and place it here on this row. Next, grab the white stone at the top of the board and place it on that same row. Once you have the 5 white pieces in line on that row, the puzzle will be solved and you'll be rewarded with an Abyss artifact. Easy peasy. Aerial Force Palm is rad, but did you know it can launch you directly from your horse? And if you couple this with double jump from your skill tree, you can get even more height to clear the top of that peak, or get to the other side of that body of water. Speaking of which, you can use it while swimming. If you get as annoyed as I do from the stamina loss associated with a swim, then do as I do and just use it to get out of the water and fly to the closest piece of land instead. It only costs 1 Abyss artifact, so unless there is a place to learn this from an NPC, I would spend a point in this ASAP. Rhyme unintentional. Okay, I admit I took way too long to learn about this one. When you see a bell icon on your minimap, head there and ring the bell immediately. And since you're in the bell ringing mood, if you like this video, please leave me a like, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notifications bell so you know when new episodes drop. The bell tower in Hernand not only has a Palmer pill just chilling here for us to snag, but when you ring the bell, it reveals everything on your map that is within the bell's audible range. And you can see from the before and after that if I had done this a lot sooner, I would have saved a lot of time I spent manually opening up locations on my map. Do not hesitate. Ring it. because there's a lot out there you're not seeing yet, and this world is too big to go blind. North of Hernand, there's a spot on the map marked with a question mark. Head down here deep into the crevice, and just tucked into the back here is Shadow Whisper Cave. I plan on doing a tutorial on embedding and extracting abyssal gear here in the future, but for now I'd like to focus on a few items you can pick up here in the cave. Just to the right of the witch, you'll find 2 Palmer pills, and the Palmer pill recipe. The ingredients are pretty common, just 2 water and 15 coral mushroom. Everyone knows that Palmer pills can be a huge time saver, resurrecting you to 30% health immediately, rather than having to respawn at the last checkpoint. And before you take off, be sure to run out to the left as you leave the cave, and activate the Abyss Nexus portal so you can easily return when you're ready to upgrade your abyssal gear. Did you know that if you press L3 on your PlayStation remote while charging your Force Palm, you switch to healing mode? This is incredibly useful for healing your allies, but more importantly, you can use this to heal your mount. Your mount can't die, but if it takes enough damage, it will significantly slow down its movement speed, rendering it pretty much useless. Alternatively, using consumables to heal your mount is not only costly, but those consumables take up inventory space. And we all know how precious inventory space is in the Crimson D. This can also be a helpful trick to make amends with your pet after melting its face off with Blinding Flash. Anyway, if your horsey friend needs a health boost, just smack the crap out of him. Back to the subject of storage space, it's always better to have more, regardless of how much you have. So anytime you see a vendor selling a bag, buy it. I can't tell you how many times I've had to jostle things around in my inventory to make room for this or that, so do yourself a favor and buy them wherever they are sold. Most vendors sell them, so don't pinch your copper because every single slot helps. Okay, I teased this during the first segment, so now I'll show you how to get the pet armor. There is a small settlement way down south of Unicorn Cliff. When you attempt to enter this area, you will trigger a cutscene where you will get knocked out. You'll wake up to the sounds of fey voices and ghostly apparitions fading off into the forest. You'll need to attempt to enter the settlement 3 times before you trigger the quest, which upon completing will grant you access to the village. Speak with the Shy and they will guide you towards the next location. And after speaking with them again, they will task you with collecting a crown from the head of a giant Ent.
Well, did you see it?
The quest marker will send you to a general location, but he most likely won't be there. The Ent walks counterclockwise around this tall butte, so if you just walk around clockwise following the trail of broken trees, you should just run right into him. Just climb up the back of one of his legs, scurry up top via his giant butt crack, and you'll find a Palmer pill and the crown sitting right on his head. Head back to the quest giver, hand in the crown, and you will be awarded access to the village.
I'm so impressed. I'll make sure that you're allowed into our village. Not just anyone gets in, you know?
Now when you head back, you won't get roofied before entering, and you can make your way to the pet shop. Head to the northernmost question mark, and inside you will find the best shop in all the land.
My goods aren't for people.
For some reason, the preview was bugged, but that really didn't matter because I planned on buying every single outfit anyway. To change your pet's armor set, just open your inventory menu, select the pet section with R2, and assign your items like anything else. My personal favorite is the plate armor. However, the cat's uniform armor is ultra adorable. But if the merchant look is more your style, well, then they have an outfit for that too. There is only a couple options for the puppies. Hopefully they'll add some more soon. But for now, the rescue puppy and the plate armor set is all we have to choose from. And that's it, everyone. The 12+1 things I wish I knew sooner when starting Crimson Desert. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, and I hope you are too. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.